Hello, my beautiful Geminis. I hope you all are doing amazing. Today, I'm going to be tapping into the energies of those of you that are currently not in communication with your person. So, as per usual, I will be starting off with an oracle and we can just clarify the existing energies with tarot. Alrighty, for my Geminis in separation, please. Alrighty, guys. So, your first card is patience. Alrighty. So, Gemini, do you feel like you have been very patient with this person? Do you feel like maybe you are growing impatient at this time? Okay. For others of you, you feel like it has been a very long time, right? Or what feels like forever to you, that you have been waiting for some sort of progress here. So you may feel like the situation has been at a standstill for a very long time, and now you're at the point of like, okay, the clock is ticking, or time is running out, or I don't know how much longer I want to think about this, or wait on some sort of progress. Okay, so there's definitely some sort of frustration here when it comes to you wondering what this person's next steps are or what is going to happen next in the connection in general. Okay, let's see. Okay, so the second card is broken heart. So a lot of heartache here is what I see, Gemini. I do see that for many of you, it could be this energy of, okay, there has been a lot of hurt in the past. We are feeling upset. We are feeling, the emotions of sorrow here. But what are we going to do about it moving forward? It seems that mutually you guys are in a very independent energy, or this energy of feeling that you guys need to be in solitude to get some sort of critical thinking done. But with the broken heart, it seems that either the hurt is still fresh on your mind, or there's a wound here that's very deep that is feeling that, or you're feeling that you cannot heal this overnight. You're not over it. I feel like the main focus here is definitely on the heartache, is definitely on the wrongdoings that resulted in some sort of pain here. Okay. For some of you, this could be a lack of trust, or you feeling that this was such a deep bond that you're not sure why things transpired the way that they did. Some of you feel like there wouldn't be as much hurt if there was more patience here. Someone could have said something too quickly, or jumped to some sort of conclusion that resulted in like a very speedy ending, or caused something to escalate, when again, if there was patience, it could have transpired in a different manner, is what I'm picking up on. Okay, let's see. Bottom of the deck here is indecision. So for some of you, it could have been that this person was being very indecisive while you feel like you were putting your best foot forward here. And maybe you feel like you just did not have the patience for that. Maybe you feel like, with the indecision card, you really wanted this person to make up their mind because you felt strung along in one way or another. Okay, let's see. Yin and yang. This was a very potent connection here, guys. This could even be someone where you guys did have a very stable connection, or you were on your way to attain some sort of stability, and you're like, okay, where did we go wrong? Right? So it could have been like a connection that came in very hot and heavy, and there was like an exchange of emotions, expression, that sort of thing. But then one party started pulling away, right? So it could be a party who was not comfortable with their emotions, or someone who is okay with liking you but not being in love with you, someone who can't understand their emotions and fathom them. This seems to be someone who was questioning why they feel so deeply. It could have even scared them in one way or another, especially if this person feels like they've never felt this way before. They feel like you fill a void for them. They feel like you meet them exactly where they need to be met. Like it's like the things that they don't know, you know, and the things that you don't know, they know. So it's like kind of like the energy of feeling like You guys are the perfect match here. This person also feels like you're a very balanced individual, right? So you're very intact with your, masculine side as well as your feminine side. Like you're very open with your emotions. You're able to express how much you love this person, but you also know when to pull back your energy. And you're not someone who just makes promises or just speaks about things. You're also a doer, right? That's what differentiates the feminine from the masculine, right? Like being able to do things, but also being able to sit back and receive. Okay. Let's see. So as I split the deck here, guys, we have the Sun and the Strength. So double confirmation if you are involved with the Leo. But what I see here is a lot being illuminated. But during this period of illumination, during this period of, attaining some sort of clarity, you guys are both holding back from each other with that Strength card. Gemini, this person has a very weak spot for you, right? Like they feel that, no one has ever gotten this close to them. No one can, speak to them the way that you do and have them open up to you. Like this is someone who feels like you know them the best, or they have confided in you about the most, right? It's someone who feels like the things that they probably told themselves that they would never change, or the things that, that they were very firmly standing by, many of those things they're willing to change for you because they love you so much, is what I'm picking up on. Alrighty, let's see. Patience. What is that about? Yeah, many of you do feel like you have been very patient because with the Knight of Pentacles energy, you feel like this person was taking a very long time to, put forth some sort of practical effort here. Even though the Knight of Pentacles talks about, like a premeditated energy or someone who is thinking about their actions before actually, doing something, it's also someone who's very slow moving. So maybe you feel like you were kind of waiting for an offer here. You were waiting for this person to express their emotions. You were waiting for the next step. And for those of you that didn't necessarily have a commitment with this person, maybe you're upset because you feel like you were waiting for things to get off the ground, but they never did. So now you're in this energy of feeling maybe there's a lot of unexplored potential here. Broken heart. Why is that? And with the Knight of Pentacles too, guys, like it's someone who is in a stable energy. It is someone who wants to attain some sort of stability, but the speed that they are, progressing at could kind of leave room for assumptions or leave room for some sort of doubtful energy. Okay. This person feels like they made a very foolish decision, which caused a lot of hurt, not only for you, but for them as well. So, whether this was, this person thinking the grass was greener on the other side, or this person not making a decision at all. We did see the indecision card in the other deck here. So it could be that, maybe this person was failing to make a decision, so you made the decision for them. You're like, you know what, if you can't decide whether you want a commitment or not, maybe you don't want a commitment bad enough, so I'm just going to leave, right? So it seems that this person's very concerned about the decisions that they made in the past, and they don't feel like they were in their right mind, or they don't feel like they were the most, they just don't feel like they made a smart decision here, guys. I'm not sure how to sugarcoat that, right? Someone who's always wondering what the future holds, but when they think about the future, they feel very confused, right? So it's someone who wants to take a leap of faith towards you because they're like, okay, this is my better half, this is my other half. But what scares them is the fact that they don't know how you will receive what they will say, or they're not sure how you're feeling. So it's someone who is who goes back and forth in their mind about taking a leap of faith, reaching out, right? And then they go back to saying, oh, well, you know what if Gemini ignores me? Or what if Gemini doesn't reply to me? And that doesn't have to be the case, guys. It's just your person's perception on you. Like, it doesn't mean that you're going to ignore them. It doesn't mean that you're going to, shut them out. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles, exactly. How do I move to an offer? How do I move closer to Gemini? How do I prove that I can be a stable individual? How can I prove that I can take accountability for my actions? Right? So, for some of you, it seems that in the future here, we're going to clarify that card. But if there is an opportunity that presents itself, your person may act on it. Or it talks about your person trying to create an opportunity or manifest an opportunity to speak to you again. Okay, you know, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, they are action oriented cards, but some of you feel like it's not happening as fast as you want it to, right? And it's not to say that you're rushing things. You know, maybe for some of you it's been a very long time since you've seen some sort of progress, so you feel that you have a right to feel that way, right? And that's fine too, guys. Your emotions are valid. But I'm just, you know, reading the energies here, and I feel like this person is trying to manifest some sort of opportunity to speak to you. Like if they bumped into you right now, they would definitely say something to you, right? If you know, if you called them, they would definitely pick up. They would probably pick up within like, you know, like a minute. You know what I mean? Like it's someone who um is manifesting an opportunity to speak to you. They're having a hard time holding back, and they always get these urges to reach out with that Fool card there. So it could be someone that you feel like is a bit impulsive, but in their defense, it seems that they're just getting urges to reach out to you because they feel for you so deeply. So it's someone who's, it takes everything in them to hold back from you, Gemini, is pretty much what I'm saying here. Okay. They want to master stability also. 22 is a master number and it reduces to 4, right? So the number 9, 22, 16, it could be significance to you guys, or the number 4 or 7. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. Wow. Strength. See, that's the issue at hand. Someone who wants to offer you stability, someone who wants to come forward, but they always tell themselves, no, I'm going to hold back. I feel like it's one of two things. A, it could be someone who's fearing rejection. And B, it could be someone who is operating from a space of like ego or pride. Like someone who's like, you know what, but maybe I'll just wait for Gemini to reach out. Or, you know what, I don't want to reach out first because, you know, like again, like I don't know what the because could be, that could vary, but it seems that they are someone who is operating from a state of ego. Let's see if we can clarify why they're holding back. Okay, so let's put the strength card here so you guys can see the other card that I pull out. Okay, so why are they holding back if they want to give Gemini an offer? Page of Swords in reverse. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I feel like for some of you, this person is still holding on to something that was said. There's something in their mind that they're not letting go of. The Page of Swords in reverse could be someone who's in a tad bit of a petty energy, or like they're handling things in like an immature manner, a childlike manner, right? And no judgment here, guys. I'm just reading the energy. I genuinely feel like your person's holding on to something that was said. You know, bottom of the deck here, 3 of Cups, could be a third party situation, or 5 of Wands, just some sort of conflict here. Look at your next card though, 10 of Cups. It doesn't mean that they don't think about fixing things. They definitely want to be with you. But it seems that their frustration, anger, or some sort of something that was said or done, they're holding on to it and it's bothering them. 5 of Wands could definitely be some sort of conflict. Could have been a harsh exchange of words here, Gemini. Let's see if we can figure out what they're holding on to. You know, what is this that they're holding on to? Also, this person is in an avoidant energy. Like they're not, this is someone who tries their best not to spy on you. It doesn't mean that, you know, they're successful doing it, but it's someone who's like, okay, you know what, I'm not going to check on Gemini today, or like, I'm not going to, you know, think about them, but then they end up doing it anyways. Page of Swords, let's see. They miss you. They're in a mentality of lack, but the reason why they're not reaching out is they're very focused on the past. If I'm being completely honest with you, I feel like there's something that needs to be, there's some sort of forgiveness that needs to occur here. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily have to be something you said. It could be in the past, this person feels like they caused you some sort of hurt. So now they're like, because the next card is the broken heart card. So now they're like, how do I reverse the effects of that? How do I, change how Gemini views me? But it's someone who's very focused on what happened in the past. In other words, they're focused on spilled milk. Okay, let's see. The Fool. I also feel that for some of you, this is an individual where even if they feel alone or even if they feel misunderstood, they don't necessarily communicate that to you. Like, silent treatment could be this person's first option. Like, if something's wrong or, they're upset about something, they could just resort to kind of like falling off the face of the earth, or like a method of ghosting, or maybe just someone who again is like just kind of goes silent. And again, you guys rule communication, so this could be a major issue for you. You could have even expressed to this person like, hey, when something is wrong with me, or I'm feeling that I'm disappointed, I like to talk about it. I don't like to put it on the back burner. It's something that I like to bring to the forefront and not necessarily like sweep under the rug. Okay, the Fool. Three of Swords. Okay, guys, here's what I see. Hold on, let me just put the cards up here so you guys can see. The Fool card and the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords clarifying the broken heart lets me know that the main focus right now is the pain. Your person's not reaching out because they're still focused on the past. They're still hurt by this situation in one way or another, right? Mutually, that's the energy in the middle here. But I'm just saying, because we have the Five of Cups as well as the Page of Swords clarifying as to why your person's not reaching out, because of the hurt that was caused. Could be that you guys both feel hurt because you guys are in a separation. You both probably feel hurt because you guys feel like you're a perfect match, right? And what probably hurts you guys is when you guys think about, okay, well, we don't get everything wrong. There are times where we did do things right. There were times that, we were able to be stable. So why are we letting the negative times outweigh the positive? So that's what seems to be going on mutually here. And with the Three of Swords, like, this person feels like they've disappointed you. This is someone who feels like they love you so deeply, but the fact that they've hurt your feelings, or the fact that they've, again, caused a separation or caused some sort of emotional gap between the both of you is essentially what really bothers them. If I'm being completely honest, guys, I feel like even if you were to communicate with this person right now, the conversation wouldn't go where you want it to go, because both of you are still very hurt. There's still this energy of maybe needing to heal from what occurred in the past here. Ace of Pentacles. Let's see, future actions here. That's very positive, guys. You have the Judgment as well as the Ace of Pentacles for this person's future actions or most likely outcome, which talks about someone who is manifesting an opportunity to reach out to you. And if they get the opportunity, they will act on it. This is also someone who's willing to change. So pretty much what I was picking up on, that's confirming what I told you guys, right? This is someone who feels like they're very stuck in their ways. They may even be a stubborn individual, but for you, they're willing to change with that Judgment there, right? Are they moving at a slow pace? Absolutely. That's what the cards are telling me. But they are willing to change here with the Judgment. It's someone who is going to learn to leave behind an old pattern of thinking, an old pattern of being, because they feel like that's the only way they can attain some sort of stability with you. Okay. So in the middle here, guys, I do sense a little bit of a heavy energy with, the broken heart and the Three of Swords. So let's see, what's really hurting you? What's really hurting this person? Again, guys, bottom of the deck, Ten of Cups. They do desire a commitment here. Let's see, Three of Swords, broken heart. What are they hurt by? Like, why is the broken heart here twice? And this could obviously be both of, yeah. It's because the both of you want a turn of events. You guys love each other. It seems to be mutual here, right? But there does seem to be a bit of anger. It's like, okay, even if you're upset, even if you're frustrated, you still love this person, Gemini, and they love you, And with the closing cards here, it's someone who is willing to make the changes because it's you. Alrighty, guys, sorry about that. I'm not sure why it cut off, but I was almost done with your reading. So I'm going to get you guys a closing card here. But pretty much what I was saying, to sum up the closing cards here, is the fact that this person is willing to make the changes for you, right? Okay. So a closing card for Gemini, please. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. So these cards actually have a trigger statement as well as a true statement. Okay, so your card here says the trigger statement is there is not enough, and the true statement is I attract abundance. When this card is saying, or talking about there is not enough, I feel like this has a lot to do with your person feeling that time is not, or time is running out, or they don't have the tools to get done what they need to do. So it's almost like someone who's trying to create some sort of change, but maybe they're going through something else in their life, or they're feeling that they're in a mentality of lack. And in order to create this change, they need to let go of that mentality of lack. Okay, either way, I still see it as a positive card because it talks about good fortune. The trigger statement doesn't, it's not something to trigger you, it's just that there's two sides to everything. So it could just be letting me know that some days your person feels that they're in a mentality of lack, and what they're working towards is realizing that if they wanted to change their reality here, they could manifest that, right? If they wanted to let go of an old habit, it's totally doable. So, my wonderful Geminis, that is what I'm getting for you this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.